Okay, just another short video of a pinball repair. This is a Williams System 11 Fire, System 11A, and as you can see here, the games, I got all kinds of stuff sitting around for tools, but I was having a problem with general illumination. Now, the general illumination on the play field wasn't coming on in just sections, so this game's in sections. So you can see, I'll back up here, this section of the game field and this section of the play field, sorry, were not lighting up. These other sections over here were. And short of putting this play field back down, I wanted to show you some of this stuff. So first thing we do is we go back into the back box, and the general illumination is right here at this plug. You can see that plug right there. That comes from the transformer, and it goes up to the driver board, or the power supply, I'm sorry. It goes through the power supply and back out this connector there, and is basically in parallel. It's AC voltage, should be around 6.3, I believe, 6 volts. Sometimes it's 5.9 under a load. But basically, I was not getting any GI in those quadrants. So I traced some wires down to the play field, and I saw that they came into the play field down here. And you can see them right here is where the first ones come in the play field. So you'll see on one side of the bulb socket you'll have a solid yellow, the other side is a yellow with the white stripe, or white with the yellow stripe. And they just go to either side of the socket like so, and they'll trace down and have jumper wires to the other GI sockets, and then they move up the play field. Here's another bank of them here, and then they move through the wires up to this little guy, and they move over to here, and then to the center. They just shut off. There's a relay, shuts it off. A lot of problems on the System 11s is this relay board right here, and that relay board switches on and off the general illumination for like track mode and certain effects during the game. Sorry, the game's in a track mode there. So a lot of problems with these games. A lot of problems with these games are those joints being cracked, the relay joints being, the solder joints being cracked. But in this case, it wasn't that way. The board was actually good. So I traced it over all the way. I measured the voltage in the bottom of the cabinet right here. This is the plug from the transformer, and that should give you the raw voltage out of that. That again goes back up to the back box. In this case, I had a general illumination problem where that fuse right there, whoops, this fuse, this third one over here, you can see the yellow and white right there, and it's dark in this area, but that fuse right there was blowing. Let's see if I can move for light. I can't. So the fuse was blowing, and I disconnected the play field. There's a connector down here. I disconnected the play field from the game, and the fuse would not blow. It's a 5 amp slow blow fuse, and that fuse wouldn't blow. So then I figured the problem was on the play field, and because the relay board was working and there was no cracked solder joints, it had to be a lamp issue. So I started desoldering these wire pairs one by one. I soldered this pair and just kind of left them joined together. I desoldered this pair down here, and you got to make sure you get all of them. And I desoldered this one. And I powered the game back up, put a fuse in, because that eliminates like 10 bulbs, and boom, it blew again. So then I came over here, and this one back in here is just a bear to get to. So I left that one there, hoping those weren't the issue. Went to these two here, and I left those alone as well. The easiest one to get to is this guy right here, and it's right here. There's a bulb, which is right there. Whoops. And then there's this little brother that's hooked up there. I've since removed it because that indeed was the problem. I'm going to try and show you something here. If I connect this, strobing effect's going to make you sick probably. If I connect, where am I at? Okay. If I connect this wire to the housing, there it is. There's the light. Whoops, my phone's dying. Whoops, there's the light. So that socket was good. So its little brother was up there. What is causing that to short? Is it solder? Is it something inside the socket? I'm not sure here. So we're going to look, and sure enough, whoops, I won't turn my phone for you. I don't know if you can see that very well. But basically, I'll pick it up. That tab right there is touching this tab. Someone had bent this part down all the way. That was causing the fuse to blow, so these two metal pieces touch. They should be isolated, so let me bend this back up so you can see. I'll try. With one hand, well, I'll push it up. And now, that is no longer touching. But before, that's all it was. Someone was bending wires with fat fingers in a pinball game. And it caused that thing. I'm going to bend it up more. And there you go. So now that's not going to short. I can put it back in my game. I'll be real careful to pull that tab up. But that was causing all my issues, that stupid little bulb socket. So I want to do a video for you so you can see it and see how you trace those wires back if you have bad GI issues, general illumination issues, especially on a System 11. It's real simple general illumination, and turned out the simplest problem in the world is this stupid socket. So happy gaming, everyone.